exciting things are happening. Hey everybody and welcome to Cats and Pats. Today we're reviewing the Cat Canoe by Catball. So not this guy. But if you do want to see a full review of that, I'll link it down in the description below or right here in the cards if you want to click that. So you might be thinking, Jason, didn't you just get that? Now you're getting kids more stuff? Are you just like spoiling them? One, normally yes, but that's not what happened in this instance. So I did my Catball review a few weeks ago and the people at Catball actually saw it. They got a hold of me and said, hey, we really liked your video. It was pretty cool, but we saw you don't have a cat canoe. Do you want to check one of those out? And I think in my Catball video I mentioned how like one of my cats doesn't like to be like in closed areas and how like they might actually like the cat canoe. And so of course I was like, yes, I would love that. And so after a few emails back and forth and a few days later, I got a package on my doorstep. And it was a little something something. So I brought it inside and tore it open. And not only did they send me a cat canoe, but they sent me another cat ball for my third kitty cat. So now everyone will have one and they won't be fighting over the spaces. So I'm already pretty pumped about that. And they never asked me to make a video about the cat canoe, but I figure some of you out there might be buying it and you'll want to know what it looks like. And so that's where we are today. Alright, so this is how your cat canoe will come in the mail. And the same sort of thing as before, where like the little ribbon that bands the outside is actually the color of the inside. Oh, another fun fact, you see like the little pattern right here corresponds to this guy. So I'm gonna be all matchy in here, which for those of you who don't know me, it's kind of a change. Back to the cat canoe. You see the cat canoe is like a little taco shape that cats can like hop in and like folds around them, versus the cat ball, which is like a full 360-degree thing that they can pop in and out of. Alright, time to pop this thing open. So here we are, it's a nice canoe shape, kind of like taco shapey. And you can see it kind of like folds up. So ideally in case your cat pops in here and it kind of like closes him in like a nice little warm area. And a cool fun design just like before. And it feels pretty much exactly like the cat ball does. So it's pretty thick and foamy. And I'm pretty sure this is the same thing where you can machine wash it. There's like instructions in the back and online. So I'm all about that life. And my initial thought is this seems a little narrow, especially for some of my more tubsy cats. But then they included a little note in here. Here's a tip, dampen with water, put it in the dryer on low, and turn it inside out. And this will loosen up the fabrics and stretch it out a little. Which they left like a little handwritten note that said this will make a big difference with the cat canoe. I think this will work for 2 of my 3 kitties. With my bigger one, he might need a little more space. So I'm gonna try that out and like look at the difference here in a little bit. And for the 5 people out there that are wondering about the name Cat Canoe, no, it's not supposed to go in water. I mean, other than like the washing part. But don't like check this guy into the lake or anything. Alright, so my kitties have been eyeing this for the past day or 2, so I'm gonna take these all out and get them out where they can get to them. And I'm also gonna try to do the washing and loosening up trick. And I'll pop back here in a couple days to see how they like it. An hour or 2 or 3 or some days later. And this has been the configuration of my love seat for the past several days. And cats being cats, they kind of surprised me. So my orange cat that I thought would be all about the canoe has been actually in this pink ball. While my other cat Moo Moo has been in this one. The one that's been using the cat canoe is actually this one right here. Which was surprising because I thought my orange kitty just like didn't like to be in the enclosed spaces, but nope, she was curled up in the ball and this girl was splayed out over here and I don't know, it's pretty cute. Also, if you look at some of the clips and think the kitties look a little mad, that's mainly because it's normally dark in here and I clicked on the living room light to come over to actually record them. They didn't like that very much. So back to Cat Canoe. So I got this, I spritzed it with a lot of water, then I actually tossed it in the dryer. Only problem is my dryer really doesn't have a low setting. Maybe I'll quit eating the pine needles. And so you can just put it on there on like tumble, so there's just like air flowing. So I did do that for a little bit. Then I actually have oil heat in my house, so I just turned it inside out and stuck it over one of my vents. Because that air is coming out hot, and I figured it's kind of the same sort of thing. And you can see both by the dryer thing, and I think also just cats lying in it, that it's kind of splayed out some. So it's nice and wide and doesn't quite like close in as much as when I first got it. Just like the cat ball, I'm pretty pleased with the design, like build quality or whatever you want to call it. Luna here has been making bread inside of it and nothing's come separated so far. And it did survive being in the dryer, so that's something. I mean, it's supposed to, but lots of things I buy are supposed to do stuff that they don't do. But yeah, so far so good. So yeah, now all 3 of my cats are nice and spoiled. Although I want to say pink ball is probably the hot commodity. Like usually that gets filled up first, followed by these 2. My cat Moo Moo, who loved this, just popped right over. But as you saw, all three of them would get in there at once. Now I don't plan on having this set up forever. I'm gonna actually put these on the ground, but I just kind of unpacked there in the love seat and that's where they stayed. Also, if you're interested in buying a cat ball or a cat canoe for yourself or for a friend, I'll leave links to their Amazon store and their actual store in the description below. But there you go, I'm very pleased with both of these products, and they might turn into some presents for family in the future. If you have any questions about these, you can leave those in the comments below. Or if you know about any other kitty products I should try, let me know about those too. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.